Nothing in your reality, yourself, your person, your pets, your home, nothing is actually solid. This is not woo-woo. This is just the way it is. Every single thing is energy. So if you think about wanting to focus in on being in a relationship of equality, of mutual love and respect, of the two of you guys cherishing each other, trusting each other fully, the two of you guys, if there was issues because of fears, because one or both of you guys were hurt in relationships in your past, the end exists where you guys got over your past and stopped blaming and projecting the wounds onto each other and let go of your baggage. They let go of their baggage, you let go of your baggage. And you guys were able to learn how to have healthy communication and trust each other fully and love each other and really give everything that the two of you guys deserve to each other, to have a blissfully harmonious relationship. You just don't want to be focused on contact or text, okay? But anyway, that end exists, or you wouldn't be able to feel and want it. You want to experience the version of yourself who is trusting, who is adored, who's always feeling secure, who's always peaceful and relaxed, who's always experiencing being loved fully with no measure, being able to feel happy and secure and vulnerable and have fun and laugh. And that's also the version of your person that you want to think about, and only that version of your person. Granted, knowing that in the 3D, there still will be challenges and there will be moments where there'll be disagreements. And that's okay, because now you guys actually bring out the best in each other. You trust each other. And if you're in each other's fears or wounds, you don't project it onto each other. That's the goal, right? You will experience whatever version of your person that you believe in and that you feel into and that you trust into the most. So you want to stay only focused on the highest and best version of yourself and the best version of your person. So in the case, for example, of somebody who has had movement with their specific person, whether they're male or female, because sometimes you guys actually ask questions like, does this work for men too? Like, this is just the way life is. But let's say that you have a story that your specific person is an avoidant. So the story that comes along with a person that is an avoidant is that they were in a relationship with somebody, that they got hurt, that they don't want to go down that again, that they don't want to be in a relationship because they're afraid, as an example. So if you continue to see your person as an avoidant, then you will keep experiencing that version of them because that's what you believe. That's the concept of yourself with them. So while you don't want to fall into the trap of I'm doing this to change them or change them outside me, I'm not saying this for that reason. So please don't fall into that, because it's all what you believe. It's your concept of yourself with your person. If you got movement with your specific, oh my God, with your specific person, for example, and then you guys got close and communication was getting better and better, and you really believed that this was it, but then something happened in the 3D and you started to get anxious and edgy again, and then they pushed you away again. Maybe they called you something. Maybe they just, whatever the case is, because everybody has different circumstances. But you fell into the story again. And then you got frustrated and impatient. That's all that happened. That's it. You just fell for your previous manifestation again. So all you have to do is forgive yourself, forgive what you believe they said or did, forgive it 100%, and drop the story and only see the end of the two of you guys, that you got past it. And no matter what has to happen, in order for that to happen, you have to have trust that that part is not up to you. That part is happening through however you want to think about God. Okay. Let's just put it that way. It's not your job to figure that part out, but you have to just trust it, and live from the end. So maybe it will end up looking like they end up going to counseling, or maybe you'll end up going to counseling, or maybe they'll end up, you don't know that they might be watching YouTube videos right now, trying to figure out a way to stop pushing you away. Maybe they're reading books. Maybe they're just coming to the conclusion and realizing I need to stop pushing them away because this is the love of my life. He or she is everything to me. She did nothing but love me. And I want to experience this. I'm tired of going through this in my life. I'm tired of pushing people away. And I know that God, universe, source, brought them to me. They're my true love. And I'm not going to do this anymore. I am tired of living this way. And I can't get them out of my mind or heart anyway. So I am going to, that's it. I'm letting it all go. And I'm going to let myself be loved by them. You want to be thinking of things from that perspective. So if there are third parties, for example, whether the third party is in the form of another person, or if it's in the form of some sort of a habit or something that they really love, a hobby or their work, first of all, there's nothing wrong with people having interests. So you should actually want them to have interests and hobbies, because you should also want to be, you should be looking into the things that interest you and hobbies that fulfill you as well. Just because somebody's interested in something or they're busy doesn't mean that they're not loving you. But then when you go into your feelings about it, oh, they're not paying attention to me, they're not giving me enough time, that's your baggage that you're putting onto them. Because as soon as you actually allow yourself to be prioritized, because you're seeing yourself as a priority for yourself and you're loving yourself and all of this stuff, then they can actually show you that they love you. But when you're doing it from this perspective of they don't have time for me, they're not loving me, they're not giving me what I deserve, then you haven't let go of your old story. Allow yourself to only focus on the version of yourself that has the things that you want in terms of money, health, and love with your specific person. Don't keep your awareness and focus on the things that you don't want and on the things that were said and done, because those things that were said and done don't friggin' matter. They're literally just manifestations of your previous fears, worries, doubts, and limiting beliefs.